Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new tutorial video on this channel. And you know, lately I thought, why not can ChatGPT make a shop in Roblox Studio video? And you know, I thought a little bit about that and I decided to do that. So this is a shop and it's gonna look like this, and we're gonna make it. And to start off, I just thought I can just make the UI. But before that, please make sure to smash the subscribe button and like the video, and you can start right away. Okay, so here are the three items that I'm gonna be making today. First one, the double speed. And then we got the custom name tag. The third one is gonna be the freeze all for like 10 seconds. And then the double jump, Gamepass, and for last, be invisible for also 10 seconds. So now the first thing I'm gonna do is the double speed Gamepass, and before I do that, I just wanted to quickly make a basic UI, which I'm gonna improve, but you know, for the beginning, just a quick basic one, so I can test out if these things work or not. Let me just add an image button real quick, so you can purchase the game passes, and then we can add a text label, and then just, you know, make the background transparency 1, and I don't know, just make a text, maybe like double speeds or something, and scale the text. So this is a pretty basic one, but you know, I'm just gonna change it later. It's gonna look great. So I'm gonna rename this one. I'm gonna put the text label into the image button, so it's a little bit more organized. I'm gonna rename this image button to the double speeds, right? Then after, we can just duplicate this by clicking Ctrl D, just drag it down. You know, I just realized that this is gonna be too less, not enough space. So I'm just gonna move this right here. And let me also duplicate this one and this one. And then we got the last one. That's pretty much it. Okay, so once we got the shop, I'm just gonna rewrite the names. So custom name tag, and then we got the freeze all, the double jump, and for last, the invisible Gamepass. And the freeze all and the invisible Gamepass aren't really game passes, they are developer products because they work temporarily and are not and purchasable game pass that you can use forever, so they are not really a game pass. But anyways, I thought this may be cool, so I definitely make this. Okay guys, here we are. ChatGPT is opened up, and I just wrote a quick comment right here. I told him to script all these game passes, but we're gonna start with the double speed one. And I also did mention that the freeze is gonna last like 10 seconds and the invisible game pass also. But you can also change it later. So I'm just gonna send this prompt and then we're gonna see what it says. Okay, so as you can see, it gave me a script and instructions how and where to put it. So it says, go to create game passes in Roblox. Create a new game pass, for example double speed, and now it's game pass ID. So we're gonna create our game pass right now. So guys, you have to go to your games page, and then click on the three dots right here, and then you have to go to configure this experience. Once you click that, you will go to this page, and from here you can create your own game pass by just scrolling down, going to passes, and then you get this page. So you're just gonna go and create a pass and type in your name of the game pass. You can put whatever you want. I'm just gonna gives you double speed. Okay, this is fine. You could also put an icon. I'm just gonna keep it like this right now. And then you're gonna click on your just made game pass, go to sales, and then you have to enable the item for sale. We can just do 50 Robux for this. You can of course do whatever you want. And I also have regional pricing, but that's not really important right now. After doing so, you can go back to passes, and then here's the pass ID. You can just copy that. And okay guys, so now I have the ID, and now we can copy the script. So if you want, you can just put your ID right here, and now I mean you can put it anywhere. I'm just putting it right here so it's easier for me. So it says we're gonna use a script inside server-script service. So we're gonna copy this code, and then we're gonna go to Roblox Studio. So guys, once we're here, we can just go to server-script service and add a script. You can rename the script to whatever you want. I'm just gonna do double speed script, and then just paste in the script that I just copied. And as you can see, we got this right here. So if you go ahead and paste in your ID which I just copied, then you can just pretty much paste it in here. And then, so this is the scripting part. So this is the amount of speed the player is gonna have if he owns the Game Pass. And this is the double, so it's 32 this time. And now there's not really much to do. You know, you're gonna prompt the players later, but now we're gonna test out if this actually works by just joining the game. Okay guys, so once in the game, as you can see, I am working actually pretty much faster. It's double the speed amount. And let me just change the ID. So let's say I'm just gonna put an extra 0 behind it, so I don't own the Game Pass anymore. Meaning I will have to work the double slower. So normally 16. As you can see, I am working normally. So I can say this did work. So you can just get back the old ID, and we're gonna move to the custom name tag. Alright guys, so I'm just gonna say it works. Let's move on to the second one, and just hit enter. So as you can see, it says to create my custom name tag. So once again, we have to create our Game Pass, and then we got a script right here. So I already pasted in the code, and here's the ID I just made from my Game Pass. So as you can see here, also some settings, and for example you can put a diamond if somebody chats. Now I think it's actually a billboard UI, so let's test it out. I'm really curious how it will look. So this looks pretty good, to be honest. But you can of course adjust it, but because it's a script you cannot really do much, but you know, it works great. I think we can change the color to blue, so it's, you know, more diamond shaped by going here and just clicking on a blue color, which is probably this, right? And now we can just rejoin and see how it looks. Yep, it's blue now, so it looks pretty good. Yes. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So guys, I just typed in that, so he just asked me if I want the players to completely stop moving or just reduce their speed. But if they have a speed of 0, they won't move. So I think it's pretty good to do that. So I'm just gonna send a prompt. And we also have to create another Game Pass. And we also got a script this time, as always. Also in server-script service. And here the instructions. So I'm just gonna create a Game Pass real quick and we'll be right back. So I think, as I already mentioned, for this time we don't actually need a pass, we need a developer product, because we want players to be able to purchase it multiple times and only one time. So as I said, it's not a Game Pass, but it is something similar. So just go to where is it? Just go to developer products instead of Game Passes, and then name, we can do freeze players, and then 10 seconds, so players know it's not gonna be forever. And price in Roblox, I'm just gonna do 50 like always. Create developer product. After that, we can have an ID right here, and yeah, and then we're gonna go on to copy asset ID. Okay, so guys, once again I copied the whole script. I put another script into server-script service, and we can rename it to, let's do freeze players. So I just copy pasted the script and I just pasted in my ID. And as you can see, if the player purchases the Game Pass, then everybody will have the 0 warp speed. And yep, here you can set the duration on how long it's affected. So we're just gonna check it out. Okay guys, I also forgot to mention that that somebody has to be prompted to be able to purchase it, because you know, how can you purchase something before being prompted? So I just said I need a prompt script to prompt this developer product, and I think ChatGPT thought that I mean a Game Pass, and that's probably why the script is also different. So yes, so now the script is different. So here's a new script, and you're gonna copy that into script service. Okay, so as you can see, it also gave me a local script which I have to put into starter player scripts. I'm just also gonna copy that, and then I'm gonna show you how to do it. Okay, so once you copy the script, you can go to starter player and starter player scripts, and then add a local script. And then we can paste into the code you just copied, and you can rename this local script to something like the freeze handler. And then we can copy our ID from last time, and yes, oh I see, it also does a trigger, meaning if we press F it should also work. So guys, let's test it out. Yes, so if you press F, we're gonna be prompted with the freeze player, and if you purchase it, you can see it's stopped moving. I can only jump. Well, if you want, you can also, I think we could also configure that, but I think this counts as freezing. And then after 10 seconds I can work again. And I'm also able to purchase a pass anytime soon. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Okay, so once again, you will need to create a Game Pass so you can copy the ID of it. And as you can see, here's a local script again, which you need to copy and also paste into starter player scripts, which I'm going to do right now. Okay, so once again, go into starter player scripts, add a local script, and just paste in the script. And you can rename your script to, let's say, double jump. Okay, so as you can see, you also have to replace the Game Pass ID once again. Okay, so I just replaced the ID, and let's go ahead and test it out. Okay guys, so if I just jump, as you can see, I can double jump, but if I just spam jump 2 times, it even works then. It's a bit laggy. No, it's not laggy, but it's a bit messy, the animations and everything. But as you can see, it works very well. And you can tweak it, but it looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna keep it and say that it worked. Well, kind of. Okay, so next up, it asked me if I want the invisibility to take place in the player's body or also hide the name tag. So I just said let's do both, because if you can see the name tag, it doesn't really make a difference. So I just got a script once again. It's also a local script, and you also have to put it in starter player scripts again. And we also got a server script service script. Okay, so I'm just gonna create the developer product once again, and then I'm gonna copy the ID and the scripts, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we can also go once again to the starter player scripts, create a new local script, and just paste in the script. And we can name it to, let's say, Invisible handler. Okay, so now we're gonna copy the script to server script service. Okay guys, and make sure that it's a developer product this time, another Game Pass, because it's pretty much it does matter. So let's rename it to let me do invisible script. So and now I just have to replace the IDs, and that's it. You will have to replace the IDs at both scripts. Firstly, the invisible script in server script service, and secondly, the idea in the invisible handler, which we put into the starter player scripts. After doing all of that, we can just check if how we're gonna get prompted. Okay, this time it's G. Okay guys, so I'm gonna press G right now, and as you can see, it popped up. Okay, I think I copied the wrong idea. Yep. Anyways, let me just change the ID real quick. This time I put in the right idea, so as you can see it turned invisible for 10 seconds, and we're gonna buy it, and oh damn, it did work. Damn, this is awesome. And let's see if I get visible again after 10 seconds. Oh, okay, this is weird. So there's a part in my body which I don't think is supposed to be here. So I just explained it to ChatGPT. So I just explained the problem to ChatGPT, that the part is in my body after 10 seconds, and let's see what he does. Okay guys, so here's the updated script. I just deleted the old one and replaced it with the updated script. I also didn't forget to put in my developer ID, and now if you test it out, so as you can see, if you press G, I will be prompted. Well, okay, that didn't work well. Okay, now this doesn't even work. Awesome, ChatGPT. Thanks. Okay guys, I just asked ChatGPT for another code, and let's see if it worked now. Still not working. Okay, this is pretty upsetting me right now, ChatGPT. Why are you doing this to me, man? Why? Okay guys, once again I asked for a new code, and let's see. Okay, so this is... Okay, my eyes are visible, so this is... Well, I'm curious if the mesh part is fixed. I hope at least. Okay, it is fixed. Perfect. Let me rebuy it. So only the eyes are visible, only my face. Okay, but it looks pretty good, man. Let me ask him to fix the eyes, and then you're gonna see. Okay, I told ChatGPT that the eyes, that my face was still there, and he gave me a new code, and Are you kidding me, man? Why doesn't this work again? Why? After like 15 minutes trying to get the right code, and none of them worked, I finally got it to work. ChatGPT gave me like, I don't know, like 15 codes, nothing worked, and I finally got it. So if you go ahead and buy Turn Invisible for 10 seconds, as you can see, I am invisible. And I stay invisible for like 10 seconds, and then I should appear again. Yes, it worked. So this is pretty much it. Now I'm gonna redesign this entire thing, and also make sure that it works if you click on them. So guys, here is another prompt. I'm just asking to give me a script to prompt the player with a Gamepass once click the button. So I'm just gonna copy the code. Okay guys, so we can finally move here the frame, and then let's start it with double speed. We're gonna go ahead and insert a local script, and then paste into the code. And then we're gonna go to this local script double speed and just copy the ID and just paste in the idea. So the game knows that which Gamepass we are gonna get prompted with. Then now we can go ahead and do the same here, the custom name tag. So we can just go ahead and copy the local script and just paste it in here. And now, since it's a different Gamepass, we're gonna need to go ahead and copy the idea for this custom name tag. Here we are. And now we can just go ahead and go to the let's go to freeze all. Now let's go to double jump. So as you can see, let me just copy the local script, paste it in right here, and then double jump. Let me copy this ID. So, and let me also add the invisible and freeze all, because I know it works when we press F or G, but I just wanted to add it also like this, so people can also purchase it through the UI. So open it up, go to, I think it was, yep, freeze all. So we're gonna go to freeze players, copy the ID, just paste it in here. It's the same for the invisible. Go ahead, copy the local script, open the local script, go to, I think it was, double jump. No, wait a minute. Invisible. So we're gonna go to Invisible script, copy the ID, and just paste it in here. That's pretty much it. So once in game, if you just click on any Gamepass, let's say the double speed, you're gonna get prompted with it. I already own the Gamepass, so I cannot buy it. But if I click on a developer product, I think it's because the script is based on a Gamepass and not a developer product, so I'm gonna update it. Okay, so I just got the script for the developer product, so we can just go to freeze all, local script, and I'm just gonna replace this entire script with the new one. And then we can go to freeze player and once again copy the ID. Yes. And then you can just copy the local script. We can copy the inside of the local script. Then we can go to Invisible and then open up the local script and just replace the entire script. And then go to Invisible handler, and then we can see this ID here and just replace it with this one. And now if you join, you should be prompted with the developer ID if you click on the button. So let me try Invisible, and as you can see it actually works, and I can turn invisible, which is pretty hard to see because of wait, I'm not invisible. Okay, so I just checked, and the local script for developer ID, which was for the freeze player, it was actually a Gamepass ID, so I just replaced it with the actual ID for the developer ID. And now I gotta fix the invisible thing because I won't get invisible by buying it, so I just gotta fix it again. Okay, so after I tried so long to get the right script, and after ChatGPT brought me a long script like this and an additional local script inside starter player scripts, the issue right now here is that it sometimes works and sometimes doesn't work when I join. So it's like randomly 50-50, and I have no idea why this keeps happening, but I guess ChatGPT just couldn't fix this. So I'm just gonna cancel the invisible thing, because you know, if it doesn't work always, it's not a good thing to set to the public. So I would just say I'm just gonna delete the button. And so you know, this video is about seeing what ChatGPT can do and what he can't, and in this case I don't think he can do a really good job on this one. So I'm just gonna delete the invisible script and everything else, and this looks okay now. So, and let's go to the next step. Now I want to redesign this entire frame, because as you may know, I'm a UI UX designer, so this will be fun to make. So stay here and wait until I just redesign this entire UI. Okay, so here we are on an editing software called Photopea. It's a website, and I went for a cartoonish style UI, and here I'm making a frame for the shop, and then I'm gonna have to import this entire UI in Roblox Studio, which I'm gonna show in the next clip, also split up. So here's a brand new UI design I just made for this shop, and if you just go ahead and test it out, look at it, it looks awesome. So I just made this quick UI. You can see it's a shop button, so you can open the entire shop, and a close button, which don't work yet. And here's, I also just put in the scripts, and yeah, I just gotta fix these two because they won't prompt me. But besides that, it looks good. So now I'm gonna put a script into the open shop button. It's gonna be a local script to be able to open the shop. So I'm gonna do script parent, also button one click, connect function, and then now the function is gonna be, okay, the AI already kind of gave it to me, yes. So script parent dot shop frame dot visible true, meaning if you click this, the script parent, the shop frame will be visible. So for it to work, we have to put it to not visible, and we also need to make the close button work. So we're just gonna add our local script into script parent, mouse button one click, connect function, and then this is exactly how you want it. Script parent visible equals false. Now we just need to put this entire frame to not visible so it can work. Okay, so here we are, and if we click on this button, our shop will open, and if we click on the close button, our shop will disappear. This is exactly what we wanted. Now let me fix the name tag purchase prompt and the double the jump purchase prompt. Okay guys, so as you can see, I just fixed it. So as you can see, if I click on purchase, it will pop up. Yes, exactly how we want it. And this was pretty much the tutorial video for today. And make sure to know that it may break, or the script is not really secure because it was made by ChatGPT and not by me. So it can break, it can do anything, so don't blame me, because this is actually a video. I just wanted to, to see if actually AI can make an actual shop, and as it seems it can, but not really, because I'm not really happy with the invisible thing, because it really didn't really work well. Because sometimes when I joined it did work and sometimes it didn't, and if something is really not secure, then I wouldn't actually add it to the game. So that's just something. But overall, looking at this entire thing, I would say that this is a pretty solid W for ChatGPT, because it gave me like 4 game passes. For example, the freeze all. If you just buy it, as you can see, I start moving. And do not forget, we can also buy it through the F button on the keyboard, or the G. The G. I removed the G because the invisible part is removed. But you can use the F. You can also remove this function. But yes, this is pretty much it. And because I know you guys want to have the model in your own game, I made it, and it's linked in the description, so you can make sure to get it. And this was pretty much it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a subscribe, like, and see you in the next video. Bye.